Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am so glad you're joining me today. Today we are going to be talking about the big question mark. What is a planner dashboard? What is a planner dashboard? It is something that many people don't know, are not familiar with, and we're going to be discussing what it is and a few different ways on how to use it. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me today. Let's get started. So this is a standard dashboard from the Happy Planner. It is sized for the classic. It is a plasticky, bendable plasticky type sheet of plastic. They come in all different types of styles and designs, and then there are some that are a little bit bigger. The idea behind a dashboard and the way that I've primarily used it is more of a page and section divider, but it's also supposed to be an additional spot inside of your planner that you can use things like sticky notes or memorabilia or a vision board or really whatever your heart desires. And I'm going to show you a few of mine. So this is also a dashboard. It is the same kind of bendable plastic punched for the Happy Planner, ready to go, and it's an expense tracker. So here's where you'd write the name of a bill, the due date, the amount, whether it's paid or not, your weekly expenses, needs and wants. And on the back, it has just a little bit of a note card. This is one that Happy Planner released not that long ago, and it was great. It was with the Girl line that released last October, I think, or no, August. I don't know, September. I don't even know. One of those 3 months. And it is designed to go in your planner and be able to kind of be a section. It's wipeable. You can put stuff on it, but it's not, so it's reusable in that sense. So inside my planner, this is my main work planner that I used for the start of the year. I have lots of different dashboards, but I'm going to take you down to the bottom, the back, I should say, not the bottom. This is one dashboard, Kind Heart, Brave Soul, and this is my ideas section. So this is anything that I have an idea on that I want to talk about. I've labeled it for that. This is my coaching section. So if I have coaching notes, then I'm plopping them in here, and that's where I'm referring to them after that. Then I have my goals section, which is anything that's going to help me achieve my goals, closer to my goals. And I have, as you can see, I have created this a little bit more of a vision board style. So it is really more of that style. And I like to be able to look at this and see what I'm putting my efforts into. Just a really nice thing to have. This is a check it off dashboard that it is basically just if I want to take notes on anything specific and reuse them. And then of course you start breaking down into like this is a smaller bookmark dashboard, but this is where I have my weekly, and this is just really so I can identify what these sections are. So if you look at my planner from the top, you can see the dashboards are really breaking down the barriers for me of what each thing is, and I can see it and I can pull to that point specifically, whereas I feel like the side tabs I don't have as easy of a time with for whatever reason, I'm not sure. Then one thing to note is that the Happy Planner sticky notes come on a pre-punched dashboard, which is basically, it's a cardboard type, but it basically just is a way to have them on ready to go with a label top up front. Now, here's some fun things about dashboards. I have labeled mine since the beginning to break down some areas of my planner. And I've done that. I've made my own stickers for it. I've used stickers that they already have. I did just recently learn that they have now dashboard stickers that you flip over the top to label some stuff. But I have divided it by sections. So for me, my vision board has been one thing I've decorated the front, but I've also used it to break down those sections and really identify what part of my planner is which. Budget review was another section, depending on the planner I had, that I broke it down so I could really see what my budget was and flip just directly to that point. And I actually might put that in that planner. I don't totally know. But that is a section that I had in my planner so I could make sure that I was identifying that specific need. Now, as I mentioned before, dashboards are not something new. They are for lots of different planners. The Erin Condren planner that I just recently got, it has a great dashboard that I added to my list for a grocery list. I have loved the way that this grocery list has been laid out because it is reusable, of course, but it has predetermined items on it. So as you're thinking of shopping lists, like you can just mark down the item and then it just wipes off. So if you use a wet erase marker and then just wipe it off when you're done, you can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. The nice thing about dashboards is they are, so primarily when you see dashboard, it is a piece of plastic is basically what it is, and comes in different colors and styles. You could make some by laminating 3 or 4 times and then punching it into your planner if you have a punch that you can do that with. Obviously, if you're using a coil system, it's not going to have that ability, but if you are using a disc bound system, you can do that. I also did a video on how to make your own punch so that you can find that as well if you don't have one at home. But the thing that's really beneficial about a dashboard is not only does it divide your planner and create separation in different sections, which is what I love the most about them, it also provides a great outlet for taking notes that are not permanent. So this is what I like to call my sticky note central. And rather than covering up the section of my planner that I don't want, I don't want to hide and I want to be able to see really easily, I just grab some sticky notes and I just plop it on my dashboard and start taking notes from there. And it can also be a great way, depending on what kind of sticky notes you have, to really identify like things you need to do, like your top 3. Like maybe that's the section in your planner where you identify what it is that you're really focusing on in the day. Maybe it is your hourly breakdown for every single day because you can just rip this off and then, throw it away at the end of the day. And it does not have to be Happy Planner sticky notes. Any sticky notes will do. You can easily put them on there and not, pull them right off. The other thing that's great about dashboards is maybe you don't want to use sticky notes on them. Maybe you want to use something different. Maybe sticky notes are not your thing. Even stickers. If you put a sticker down, sure, it's going to take a little bit to come up, but you are going to be able to pull those off. So I've even seen people put an hourly sticker on their dashboard for the day and then remove it as the day goes on, or pile over top 3 or 4 hourly stickers to counteract that, and then at the end of the week pulling all of them off. So it's a way to use an extension of your planner if you do like to have it, in the whole section. So I'm going to pull to mine again. These sticky notes are also really great for and I'm going to pull one off. Oops. Also really great for dashboards because they fill kind of the whole thing, and you can really look at what you're wanting and then identify that and then pull the rest off because it's not going to infringe on any of your work stuff. And the same idea applies, is it's there as a resource for it to be whatever you really desire it to be, but it's not permanent and you can remove it without problems. So on my planner, they do have different sizes that they have released. This was another size that came out with the girl line this last year, and it's a bigger size. It fills the whole page. So as you can see, it is, it's going to be bigger than this by a little bit. It's going to give you more room to write and do whatever you want on. Now, maybe you are not a fan of their sticky notes that they have made predeterminedly made for you. Maybe you just like the big ones like me. Like I don't use a lot of the tiny, actually I use a lot of these, but I don't use a lot of the really tiny ones. These will probably be full for the most part by the end of the year. Most of these two anyways. But maybe you're like me and you don't really like the idea of all the little sticky notes that they just put in to fill them up. Maybe you just want these ones and you didn't really want the rest. Or maybe you just want these ones, but hey, they're not punched and you don't really know what to do with them. You don't want them separate. You don't want them to get lost in that planner by itself. You could just cut it out and you could really just tape it or glue it to the top of this dashboard wherever it went, and it will live on there along with stickers. Maybe you want like a little stack of stickers, but you don't really know what you want to do with them. Another great way to use the dashboard is to actually take, and I'm going to show you exactly how I would do this. one moment. Okay. You can take a sticker, like let's just say this sticker, since it's already punched out, and you can do it a couple different ways. One is that you can pull some of the backing out and just really stick it down like a sticker on top of it. Or you can just take a little bit of tape and tape it across the top, and then you have stickers that you use all the time in your dashboard ready to go. So you're pulling those stickers off and using them, and they're with you everywhere. Maybe you color code like me, and so you want to have these stickers accessible to you at all times, but you don't necessarily want, maybe you don't use a big cover, or like in my Erin Condren, I have a nice little folio in the back, a nice little folio, and in the back I stuffed some stickers. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want to break them down like that. And so you just want to tape them to the top and really identify them that way. That's another great use for a dashboard, and it doesn't infringe upon space at all. So dashboards are really what I like to call your planner's best friend. I believe that when I discovered them and the benefits of them, I really have been a big fan ever since. It is in the top 3 for sure for my things that I feel like every planner needs. And I really feel like if you do not have some already, that you'll benefit from having them in your planner, whether you're using Erin Condren, whether you're using Happy Planner, whether you're using a different disc bound system, or whether you're using a different coil bound system. Like, they're out there to buy. Make sure you're taking advantage of them because the usefulness is great. And let's not forget just them in and of themselves. Like, it's just really nice to have an extra little point of inspiration or fun colorfulness in your planner. So they're definitely a benefit to have as part of your life and as part of your planner setup. So I highly, highly recommend them. So that's really all I have for you on what are planner dashboards, but I do hope that you'll subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and I would love to hear from you. If you're a big fan of dashboards, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think about planner dashboards. All right, everyone, can't wait to see you on the next video. Have a great rest of your day.